We've had many efforts at a national energy strategy, but we believe they have all fallen short for lack of continuity and consistency over time. We believe this board has worked well in other settings and will work very well for our approach today.
One of the things in this report you'll see in the American Energy Strategy Board and in the large-scale implementation project work, we're talking about managing innovation, setting clear targets that we can measure ourselves against, bringing in the best partners that we can bring in from around the world, because as Jeff said and as Bill said, this is a global problem and the best minds are everywhere, not only here.
And a key point is that we don't have these systems pulled together today, and the incentives aren't there to make it happen.
Because we haven't had adequate investment in energy R&D in this country. In fact, it's very sad that Americans spend more on potato chips every year than we do on investment in clean energy R&D.
If we don't do it, everybody else around the world will. I just got back from 10 days of global travel. Clean energy is a primary discussion point in China and Brazil and Russia and every part of the world.
And so if you take an ambitious goal, for example, a 2050 goal of 80% CO2 reduction, only by moving full speed right now can you do that in a way that the costs would be comparable or lower than what we pay for energy today.
More money flows through the private capital markets in a single day than it goes through all the governments in the world in a year. So we just cannot count on governments to make this massive change to the clean energy future that we know Americans want.
But our idea here is to put forward the recommendations that make a difference, and then others help us find the ways to work it in legislation.
You have to begin by knowing that in energy today, what we have is uncertainty. So we actually have a policy today. Our policy is uncertainty.
In terms of what type of research should be done, remember this research budget is aimed at many problems: making energy cheaper, reducing the dependence on foreign supply of oil, and eliminating carbon emissions.
In order to be successful, have this funding, graduating up funding for long periods of time. You have to be able to hire the people, the scientists, you have to be able to have the equipment, and the process itself in energy takes a lot of time. And this is one of the problems we have. If it's on an annual funding basis, you know, people are reluctant to, again, get involved or invest.